Alright. I was laying in bed thinking, man, there's been some really good video game intros, but not in a while. So I decided to go through and think about all the memorable intros in my mind. And I opened a tab for each one, starting in no order with Chrono Cross. Slow little piano, give you a feel for the little intro. Good old highfalutin. You're gonna hear a snare drum up here, tight as fuck. Hear those snare drums? Now that is an intro to get you just hyped for the game. I turned this on when I was in like 9th grade, I think. And I had already played Chrono Trigger, so this was the second entry in the series. My hype level was so high that I didn't even start the game. I replayed the intro and was like, man, that song and that power. And I had those old school big speakers that came with those like 80s stereos with the big ass 15s. I think there were 15s on the bottom. Ultra bassy, fantastic sound quality. I rocked that so many times in my childhood. This thing left a permanent mark. That's a lot of Final Fantasy intros. 6 is pretty spectacular. 7, also pretty great. But 8, being probably one of the worst Final Fantasy games made. 8's intro, the song, the production. It was the only thing I liked about this game. I mean, gun swords. That's the dumbest fucking thing ever. Even as a kid, I was like, this is stupid. Rolling my eyes and shit. But it doesn't take away from the badass intro. Too bad the game was dog shit. This track right here is a fucking fat beast of a track. Watched this when I was in, like, I don't know, like 5th grade. I don't know, I was pretty young. This was the first, like, audio intro to a game on the Sega CD. And this thing is, like, straight out of Captain Planet. The hand race. And the Captain Planet part. That shit was fucking hype back in the day. Fucking hype. I want to play this game so bad after watching that. Now we got a more modern take. I think the video game intro scene in terms of a movie cinematic is mostly dead, or it's just a Japanese thing. But we got a modern one. You got me hyped. Got me ultra hyped. And that bass. If you ain't careful, you're gonna think you're playing a freaking figure skating game. Another more modern one coming up. This one, not so much for the intro song, but for the intro moment. Stuck in this stupid cave.
Our light. Go.
If you did not feel a sense of wonder when you step on the ledge here, you a dead man. You a motherfucking dead man. Open up into a giant vista on a Zelda game. And it lets you go everywhere. Every nook, every cranny, you can crawl up that shit. This game was spectacular. And this intro, showing you the world, that volcano, you can go to it. That mountain range, you can go to it. Then it kind of pans over to where you should go. A dude right there, guiding you in where you need to go. You don't have to, though. You can avoid that if you really want to. Great intro. Here's another classic. Now you have the whole first part of this where you play as Richter, which has a hilariously bad acted scene, which will be stuck in my head forever. But more than that, it's him getting into the castle. Right here. This is burned into my brain. This badass son bitch. Jumping in the castle. Amazing sound effects. And then the silence. Obvious the guy doing the demo is showing off. You don't know how to do that at the start. No music. Just a little bit of silence. Ambient noise. Then the music kicks in. Zombies raid from the ground. And later on, you're like, man, this is easy. I'm kind of a badass. And then death takes all your shit.
What is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending.
And the voice acting for Alucard is incredible.
I asked you to return to our side,
And death.
but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret those words. We will meet again.
What? This was pre-internet. Death says you will regret those words. We will meet again. I had no clue that the castle turned upside down. I had no clue how to turn the castle upside down. I played this with my two other brothers and we scoured it. We thought we completed it. We had like 102% completed on that first castle. Then we're just kind of messing around and we put on the spike armor. And it should be obvious that you put on the spike armor, you can break spikes, but we had no clue. Put on this spike armor, then we break spikes. Then we realized there's this hallway that we could never figure out what to do with it. And there's all these spikes. We tried forever turning into the cloud, flying as the bat. We could not get through there because of those spikes. And we got the spike breaker armor, got through, fought death. Tower turned upside down. Well, the tower turned upside down first. Then you fight death. Burned into my brain. This little intro burned into the brain. Now we're going a little more old school. Yeah, this is bumping. Highly funky aliens from outer space. Funkatron. turntable. Fucking Earl, you can't drive. You should never let Earl drive. He ain't wrong about that. Earth is the most insane planet in the galaxy. Now that is a beat. That is an old school beat from a Genesis track. You ain't get a beat like that. No. You ain't get a beat like that. Never. Never again. Even though I think they took that beat from somewhere else. But you know what? I don't even care. That is burnt into my brain forever. If I get Alzheimer's, this beat will be the only thing I remember. Next track, we got the 4th iteration of Phantasy Star. Another banger intro. It's just text, but you know what? It's a banger intro. That's all we really need, I think. Yeah, that's all we need. Banger intro. Now we're going even more old school. Nintendo, NES, Classic, Blaster Master. I mean, everyone had pet frogs. You just got this pet frog you're chilling with. Gets into some radioactive shit, goes down a hole. You just gotta follow it. And all of a sudden you discover a freaking badass missile truck thing. And it's time to go. And that's the start of the game. And the soundtrack to this game is excellent. Excellent. Now this one, very basic, but done perfect. Sonic 3. Now by this point, you've already played Sonic 2. And the peak of Sonic 2 is turning supersonic. And this game starts with supersonic. It's impactful. It's great. And then you're introduced to the villain. And that's it. Simple, spectacular, and I'll never forget it. This one here, all-time classic. Early PlayStation. Terrible acting. Acting so bad that it is notorious forever. And I love it. Absolutely love it. Resident Evil 1, PlayStation. I would try to up the quality, but I don't think that does anything.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission.
Found it?
No, I haven't found it yet. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
Look, Chris.
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why.
Hey! Come here!
That guy needs a freaking Oscar.
Joseph!
Joseph!
No! Don't go! Jill, run for that house!
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker.
Chad Wesker.
Resident Evil.
What is this?
Wow, what a mansion!
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
Stop it.
But
Don't
Chris is-
open that door.
What is it?
Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
You know.
Let me handle this.
I don't know what this is.
Stay alert.
Oh my god, it's so bad. I love it. This game was incredible for its time. Absolutely incredible. I beat it over and over and over again. Like something else that I beat a lot. Other video games, of course. Valkyrie Profile. PlayStation 1. Classic game. Now, the thing that sticks in my mind more than the intro is the first scene in the game about a girl who goes into like a poison flower field and dies, and this game is super depressing. Every one of your characters starts by how they died, so you go through the death of every one of your characters, and then as a Valkyrie, you bring them on as your warriors in the afterlife. And being a sucker for anime, this is anime as fuck. Spectacular game. Spectacular intro. And then that first quest you do is absolutely incredible. Instantly hooked. Love this game. 10 out of 10. Another anime AF one. It might be a little long. Back when Squaresoft made great games. This game ran like shit, though. It would slow down a lot. This was like my first 3D rendered sci-fi game.
An emergency. Level 1 alert.
Omega 1 restarting. Alpha 1 genome restructuring. Confirming exon replacement. Base code 85 million. 100 million. Its speed is overwhelming. Alpha 1 to raise your central. Access confirmed. Initializing fake net. Disconnected. Activating emergency shelter. Denied. Contamination is spreading widely. Captain.
Cut off the cables manually.
Roger. Activating self-destruct bolts. Confirming. No good, nothing happened. Omega 1, they are attacking. We can't stop them. 98% of our weapons have been taken over. The autopilot system Faust has been accessed, and its phase space logic is being rewritten. Ergo area is increasing. An internal plane is forming. Switching to space displacement mode. Alpha 1, confirming transfer of coordinate codes. Coordinates input, coordinate NX128, EZ061. The main planet.
Damn. So they're planning on attacking. Engine room. Activate the emergency sealing system. Engine room. Engine.
This was freaking awesome back in the PlayStation 1 days.
See that all civilians and passengers are safely transported to the escape shuttles. I will send a dispatch after evacuation is complete. I am evacuating the ship. All of you, evacuate now.
Evacuate. Evacuate. Evacuate the ship immediately. All passengers please board the shuttles in a calm and orderly fashion.
No better way to start a game than a space explosion followed by a naked chick with ultra long hair. Alright. Next one is probably my favorite game of all time. NieR Automata. Intro. I didn't click on it, but right here is what we need.
Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
This is impactful, because the end of the game, the final ending, you get to fight the creators of this game in a cutscene credit and kill the gods that gave them this cryptic puzzle. Just like they said, wonder if we'll ever get a chance to kill.
Cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have.
And you get the chance to kill him right here at the start of the game. They're kind of telling you exactly how the game's going to end. This game's brilliant all the way through, including 2B's ass. All of it is spectacular. Probably the best game ever made so far. And that is all. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy some nostalgia.